New York Knicks on the road, -2.5 against Cleveland. Carolina on the road, -137 against Montreal. Plus baseball. I'm Lawrence Presman. This is the best betting show ever. We're going to take apart, well, almost every game on the board, especially the NBA and NHL. We got Bryan Power and Joe Ranieri. It's Memorial Day. Bryan is missing his neighborhood Memorial March. Thank you for doing that, Bryan. I know it's a big deal for you.
Well, there's no place I would rather be on Memorial Day with my two good friends, Joe Ranieri and the Prez. That's where I want to be, and I'm very, very happy to be here.
I didn't think they had paved roads in the farm there. Do they? What are they? They wearing they trekking? How does that work? Don't you need to have like a paved road to actually have a parade? Okay.
The wagon goes slow.
I'm still shocked you've got internet there on the farm. But okay, I'm good.
Well, you know what they don't have is hair gel. Bryan is
don't
from
need it.
Banshee. Banshee. Have you seen that show, by the way? It's a great show. That's one of my favorite shows of all time.
That's like an oldie. Are they still doing that show?
No.
I was going to say.
No, Anthony Starr, now Homelander
Yes.
in The Boys. A real big star and a hell of an acting performance he's putting together this year. Anyway, guys, let's start right off the bat. Weekend recap. Not the greatest for me. 4-7. Really frustrated. Had a couple of tough losses, but did win my NBA and NHL last night. How did you do, Bri?
3-1 overall. Not as many plays as you there, Prez. I'm very upset that I didn't play the NBA game last night. I talked about this with Zeno on the morning wager. There were a bunch of different angles I was looking at. I couldn't make up my mind which one I liked the most, so I passed. Turned out every single angle I liked would have been correct. That's always a kick in the nuts when you do that. But nevertheless, we went 3-0 on Saturday. I'll take it. Got the little lucky because we had the best of the number in the NBA game and in with our baseball total as well. So we're still rolling 49-27 all sports run.
Beautiful, Joe.
Yeah, you sound like Kenny Atkinson. Like if I only would have, if we only made more baskets, we'd be up 3 games to none. If the shots if the picks you were supposed to pick already won, you'd be undefeated here. It was a good 11-3 run, Prez, here in the postseason. Nice, we did lose Saturday because I, for some moment of weakness, thought that maybe James Harden could be trusted in an all-important game, and that didn't work out. But I wasn't scared to pull the trigger on the under last night, which is exactly where it landed. And that might be the first under all playoffs long that you just said this is not, they'd be lucky to get to 200 points here, and I don't even think they got to that.
I was on the Spurs last night.
Boom.
Bryan, my NBA and NHL playoffs, 44 wins, 23 losses. So I am still in the zone as well. ECF NBA Monday. I'm guessing ECF has something to do with some football.
That would also be known as the Eastern Conference NBA Finals Monday. That's what that would be.
I thought it was European Championship of Football.
Nope, that would be Eastern Conference Finals for the NBA.
Why are we doing that? What that ECF? Who comes up with this term?
Well, because your old ass would have had to squint and would have never been able to read if I actually had Eastern Conference Finals type. The lettering would be small. You'd be like, oh, God, who's supposed to read that?
Dude,
who types out Eastern Conference Finals like that? Oh, God, I can't read that.
Bryan, the European Championship of Football has begun.
Maybe
it hasn't.
Spell Bundesliga. I'll put it on there, Bryan.
I'm just dying because when Prez started reading, I'm like, wait, does he not know what that means?
No, he doesn't.
He read it with a lack of conviction.
No, only because it's the first time Joe's ever put that there. Like normally it just says NBA Monday.
Last Monday it was WCF, and you knew it was Western Conference. Well, that's a big explanation. Yes.
So what I'm hearing is then when Brian is on the show, we have to spell out exactly which NBA game we're talking about, even though there's only one.
Correct. Yes, and it would be the Eastern Conference tonight. Western Conference was last Monday. Now it's Eastern Conference this week.
I just call it the semifinals. So, Brian, we got a semifinal game going tonight. That's usually the group of games that happen before the final.
No, it's not a semifinal. It's an Eastern Conference final. It's a final because the winner goes. I can't, BP. Spell Bundesliga for him, please.
Couple things, Prez. I hope you're feeling better. I understand that there was a doctor's appointment last Monday that you couldn't get here. I'm only assuming you're feeling a lot better than the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are of course down 3-0. Although Kenny Atkinson is trying to explain away that it shouldn't be 3-0. Look, Kenny Atkinson. God bless it, Joe.
What does
Kenny
that even
Atkinson.
mean?
What?
What is that?
Like,
what
it is 3-0, but it shouldn't be 3-0.
Oh, because he's won the analytics. Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Okay. Look, I come on here as much as anybody and talk about this result is misleading, that result was misleading. I get it. You can't say that publicly, Kenny, who I think has done a terrible job this postseason anyway. Now, what he's probably referring to, Joe, and he did not state it very eloquently, is in this series, the Cavs are an incomprehensible, incomprehensible 18 of 56 on open three-point shots. Nobody guarding them. Behind the arc, you get 3 points if you make them. They've missed 38 of those 56. That can't happen at the professional level. Sam Merrill cannot hit water from a boat in this series. Really, it's been a problem all series or all playoffs. Strus has struggled as well. I'll say this about tonight's game. Yes, there's an argument the Cavs are dead in the water. They have no legs. They've played a lot more games overall, all in the playoffs compared to the Knicks. But it is interesting, Joe, that the same Cavs team, you mentioned it earlier in the program a few minutes ago, that was minus 3.5 in game 3 is now plus 2.5 at home. So a substantial move there from the odds makers.
Yeah, so basically what Atkins is saying in his reality, if they only would have made the shots they were supposed to make, they'd be Prez, isn't that unreal? Like, if I only made the putts I was supposed to make, Prez, I'd have shot 58 yesterday, but no.
So this guy clearly is a sports bettor.
It certainly sounds like it.
He basically sounds exactly like us.
Yes, yeah. If I only. I mean, I know nobody wants to hear that. No, because most of us are rooted in reality. And the reality is the only thing that matters is the team that makes those shots. And right now, the team that's making them is the Knicks. Nobody cares about the shots you should have made. Unbelievable.
Let's talk a little NHL, Bryan Power. Do you have the kahunas? Well, I'm going to stop right there. The answer is no. Are you capable of betting Colorado at plus 800 to get out of this mess?
It doesn't seem like that's not something that sounds like it's likely to happen. I don't know. NHL, not my game. I'll leave it to you two, the two experts on the NHL.
3-0, Joe Ranieri. 3-0 to a John Tortorella-led Vegas Golden Knights team that is getting exceptional goaltending, timely scoring, plus 800. Can you do it?
I might, in the predictive markets, I can do it, Prez. And the only reason is because I don't think they're getting swept. So I do think that as long as Colorado can win a couple of games, then that plus 800 will, we're buying low, obviously, on Colorado. I do think they can win. And that's really the only thing that matters. Do you think they can win a couple of games here? Yeah, one game and that's it. And it's repricing.
Yeah. Brian?
Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Has there been, obviously in the NBA, there's never been, well, I haven't even asked the question yet. In the NBA, we have never seen a team erase a 3-0 series deficit. I was going to say, in the NHL, it hasn't happened.
It has happened in the NHL. The NBA, it has, but it's been a while, Prez, no?
Yeah. No, I don't remember the last time, but it has happened 4 times.
That's crazy.
But you have to remember, this hockey league is like 120 years old or something.
You're right.
So,
Right.
it's not, it's bound to happen at some point.
Yep.
And I will say this, Joe, and you follow hockey. If any team is going to come out of this, this Colorado team is still this Colorado team. And, they got out to a 3-0 lead last night. They actually, it's been the goaltending. Wedgwood was not good last night. He was horrible in game 2. And it really shows, any team could have had Carter Hart. So Vegas picked him up, and he's literally been the difference in this series. I agree with you, Joe.
You can't give up a 3-goal. The game
they didn't
started.
Score again, Joe.
I know, that's amazing
to me. Brian Leonard had a 5% play on under 3.5 goals by the Colorado Avalanche. They were up 3-0.
That's
in
crazy.
the first period, and it held. But I do agree with you, Joe. I think from a predictive markets perspective, and we'll get there a little later in the show, Colorado is worth a look. Guys, hit that like button. Subscribe to our channel, please. 1,000 away from 250,000. Yes, Bri.
I looked it up. Last time a team in the NHL came back from a series deficit was 2014. The LA Kings. They actually wound up going on to win the Stanley Cup that year.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, wow.
Yes, that's right. I do also think there's another. Is the curse still alive, Prez? Because if I'm not mistaken, isn't Colorado the President's Cup winner again this year?
It's unbelievable.
It's just unreal.
I don't know how many years we're at now, but it's actually unbelievable.
Yeah, you win the President's Cup. You have the best record in the league, and you get bounced out every year. It's just, there's got to be something to that, Prez. It can't just be randomness, no? Oh, VP's got a finger up. Yes, VP.
2013 Chicago Blackhawks were the last team to win the President's Trophy and the Stanley Cup. Thank you, AI, by the way, for all these incredible answers.
2013, 23, so 13, it's, wow.
Been a while, 13 years.
And we're talking purely dominant teams here, too. It happened to the Panthers a couple of years ago when they got bounced out in Tampa. Was anybody better than Colorado this year, Prez? I don't even think it was close.
No, and it was historically good.
Yes.
But, Joe, look, they got an injured Cale Makar, and that's been a big deal. He missed the first 2 games. Yesterday, he could not find any shots from the point, and that's his game. He's got a torn rotator or something wrong with his shoulder.
One guy?
And I'll tell you. Yeah, look, he's not just one guy. He's likely the greatest defenseman in history of hockey.
Still.
He's literally the Bryan Power of his house. I wanted to bring it to a very
I know. Yeah, but that wasn't going to work. But good try.
Yeah, you're right. He's
no
not.
offense,
he's not. Bryan Power's not even the greatest in his own house.
Yeah, we know that.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. My wife does a lot of the heavy lifting.
Yes.
Of course she does. She is the wife in this relationship.
Yes.
Okay, so shall we get to our parlay of the day?
Yes, parlay. Let's do it.
Sure.
Well, I'm going to go with under 5.5 in the Carolina Montreal hockey game. Bri?
Let's go with the Kansas City Royals on the run line, plus 1.5.
No.
What do you mean? No.
What do you think? I'm wearing a hat for my health? What's wrong with you? Absolutely. All right. No, that's fine. You know what? I feel better about this play already. Go ahead, Royals. Go ahead.
Royals score more at home than they do on the road. Yankees a lot less on the road than they do at home. Michael Waka. 2.70 ERA, 8 quality starts. One of those quality starts was against the Yankees. Yes, the Royals have lost Waka's last 2 starts, but guess what, Joe? Those 2 losses were each by 1 run. I'll take a 1-run loss in this situation. I think KC can stay within 1 run at home against the Yankees.
That's impressive. Like my Yankees playing better now, Prez. I am gonna go with Texas at home, taking on the supposedly red hot Astros, when collectively I'm fairly certain the three of us could have beaten the Cubs every game this weekend. That is how terrible they are. Rocker, much better at home than on the road. Coming off back-to-back quality starts here. I like the Rangers at home to get it done here against the Astros tonight.
Speaking of Rocker, you remember John? He does a podcast now.
It's his brother,
Yeah,
I think, isn't it? No?
He's-
No?
No, I don't think they're
No.
related.
No.
John Rocker is not one of the smarter people to be walking the face of the earth.
Well, he does a podcast now. I somehow bumped into it. I don't know.
I don't know how you found that.
Whatever. He looks like Mark Zeno to me.
Yeah, that could have been. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. I imagine what Zeno's response would have been when Rocker made those comments about New York City all those years ago.
Yeah.
They might have They could have gotten into a fight in the subway, Joe.
I don't know why anybody
been
hands a
fun.
microphone to him.
My
I don't
money
know.
would be on Zeno, though.
Oh, yeah.
He's a big dude, man.
Oh, yeah.
He is a muscular freakazoid.
Yeah,
But,
his knees would not have been healthy there, Rocker. I mean, the punches he would have gotten to. Rocker's like 6'6". Like, what are you talking about? Like, he
Oh,
would have
really?
destroyed. Rocker's a building.
Rocker's huge.
Oh, Rocker's a building. Absolute building.
I'm going to take my good friend Mark Zeno in that fight.
Well,
what
you're
you said
taking the
about him too, Joe.
Royals, so what does that mean? So that tells you everything.
Well, I'll
you
take
need to know
Zeno.
there.
I'll take Zeno. I'm taking Zeno plus 1.5. What do you got to say about that,
Yeah,
Joe?
that's also another instant fade. Love it. Absolutely love it. It's get rocking. Prez, you seem to know him since you're the only one who knows he actually has a podcast. But reach out. I'm sure he'll get back to you since nobody else listens
Oh,
to
yeah.
it. Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm not reaching out to John frickin' Rocker. Anyway, Joe, I don't see you in hats very often. Are you a Yankees fan? Like, is there any fandom in you?
Diehard Yankee. Yes, diehard Yankee. But,
Really?
Yeah,
I
but
had no idea.
my rule with the Yankees is I only bet them when I'm fading them. That's it. I'll only bet Yankee games when I see spots to fade them. I will not bet them if I think they're going to win. Will not do it. Learn that's an old rule of mine. Lost enough and being aggravated beyond recognition watching the Yankees lose games they should have won by 15 runs and somehow figure out a way to lose it. So now the rule is, if I'm looking at Yankee games, it's only because I'm fading them.
Okay, there we go.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Rye, you hanging for the predictive market segment?
Sure he is.
Okay.
Do I have a choice?
There we go.
Yeah, why not?
There you go.
There we go.
Love it. I love it. All right, Prez, time to get to the nitty-gritty here. But before we do, let's take a look. Updated now that it's 2-2 with San Antonio and Oklahoma City. Still Oklahoma City. I mean, 62%. It feels... they feel so overpriced still. I mean, my goodness. 2-2. They lost by 1,000,000 points. They looked absolutely ridiculous last night. They do go back home for the all-important Game 5. BP, 60-40 split here, and still value on San Antonio, or is at 60 cents is OKC the way to look here?
Here's the thing. OKC has a strong history. I mean, granted, we're only talking 2 postseasons, this and last, but when they're off a loss, Joe, they're typically very, very strong in the playoffs, particularly at home. As a matter of fact, the last 2 years in the playoffs at home, off a loss, they're 5-0 straight up. They've averaged 123 points per game, I think it is, in that spot. So history suggests they're going to win tomorrow. It is interesting. They're not favored by as many as they were in games 1 or 2. So I don't know. I would love to tell you that San Antonio, is offering value at that number, but I kind of think Spurs might lose Game 5. I don't know. You make a good point when you talk about. I mean, when you just watch the games, Oklahoma City's trailed by double digits in 3 of these 4 games.
Yeah.
I mean, they have not. Has not been a dominant effort. Do I consider them, a lock to win the series? No, I don't. I hate the idea. Taking the Spurs at that price basically says, all right, the Thunder maybe they're not going to win Game 5. I kind of think the Thunder are going to bounce back. So I don't know. That's a long way to say that. I don't love either of those teams at the respective prices, to be honest with you.
Well, Prez, you and I talked about it during last week, right? Looking at the NBA championship market, and we said, the Knicks were what, 17 cents last week? And we said, the Knicks, my MVP, I think we even talked about it. We said, the Knicks are going to have some value here one way or the other.
Yes.
But still, I mean, the Knicks and San Antonio are on par with one another. So tell me, Prez, what happens if it's the Knicks versus San Antonio in the finals here? Man, I want to be invested in one of them, don't I?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think San Antonio gets it done, although I will be cheering as a fan for the New York Knicks. I'm not a New York Knicks fan, but I'm very anti-Wemby, so I will be cheering for the Knicks.
What do you think, BP, in the championship market here? I mean, the value is clearly on the New York or San Antonio, unless you think Oklahoma City is cheap right now, under 50 cents.
No, I actually think the Knicks are great at 27% because, look, okay, you compare the Knicks to San Antonio. What's the difference? Well, we know the Knicks are going to be in the NBA Finals.
I love that number.
I mean, San Antonio, I'm not that certain they're going to make the NBA Finals, whereas the Knicks, history says every single team that's up 3-0 goes on to the next round. So,
in
that market,
NBA.
I see clear value. I see clear value on the Knicks there.
At 27 cents. Yeah, we said it last week. They were 17.
And the interesting thing about it is, what is it going to be? I mean, yes, they're going through. So what's it going to be when they're playing OKC head-to-head? Is it going to be 27 still, or San Antonio? Is it going to be? No, it'll be up slightly for sure.
I think this is what'll change, Prez. If the Knicks go on to win tonight, sweep the Cavs, and San Antonio and OKC go 7 games, you're 60-40. Let's say OKC. I think if it's San Antonio,
then we buy the Knicks now.
You're 50-50.
I think that's a great point, Bri.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole thing. Buy now.
And, a thing, too, I know a lot of people coming into the conference finals, some call it the semifinals, we call it the conference finals, but they thought the Western Conference Finals was the real NBA Finals. The Knicks are going to compete against either Oklahoma City or I don't see the Knicks getting swept. So there's a chance. So not only we're talking about the Knicks going up to, we'll call it 40-ish%, presuming they get through to the NBA Finals.
40.
They
against
win
OKC. Against OKC. I think it's 50-50 if it's San Antonio.
Okay.
I think they go 50-50.
I mean, let's say the Knicks win one of the first two. Yeah. Well, let's say the Knicks win one of the first 2 games in Oklahoma City.
Yes.
Then it's going to be even north of 40%. So that's the time I would even cash out.
And Brian, given that the New York Knicks might be well rested and playing a team that just comes off a dramatic overtime Game 7 winner.
Yeah.
I think the Knicks at 27 is a really strong bet. Good job, Bri.
Yes.
Okay, what's next, Joe?
Well, Prez, got to look at tonight too as well in the future. Let's look at the series here because this has been ridiculously Carolina heavy, right? I think they were 70-30, Prez, when we first looked at it before Game 1. And then Montreal won Game 1. It was like still that didn't move an awful lot. Then, of course, they were that close to losing Game 2, but now we're 1-1. And it looks like Montreal has gained a little bit of love here, Prez. I mean, almost 35 cents here now in the market. I think it's safe to say this is not going to be an easy road for Carolina, no? But is 65 cents a bargain right now?
Well, Joe, Montreal has really struggled at home these playoffs. But they won Game 3 handily against Tampa Bay at home, and they won Game 3 6-2 against Buffalo at home. Both scenarios, they came in 1-1. Both scenarios, they were the underdog team going into the series, and both scenarios, they dominated Game 3. So if you think the Habs are going to win Game 3, you got to take them right now.
Yep.
If you think Carolina is going to win Game 3, you got to take them right now. So honestly, I would assume that Montreal would be the better bet here at 34%.
So then look at the championship market. because Montreal is now 14 cents there. But look at Carolina, 37, 38 cents. And Vegas, you mentioned 3-0. And what'd you say, BP? 2013 was the last comeback from a team down 3 games to none in a series. And I'm wondering. 2014. So Vegas, to your point earlier with the Knicks, Prez, Vegas is in the finals already, are they not?
Well, if we're playing Kelce, Joe, let's see what Colorado is.
All right, let's open it up.
Give me some of that, Joe.
6
Give me
cents?
some of that.
Oh,
I'll take me some of that, Joe.
Well, actually, why not? It's like a scratch-off, Prez, because they win a couple of games. Yeah.
And listen, do I think Vegas wins the series? Yes. But I do actually think it's going to be 4-2 Vegas. So that's going to double that money in Colorado. They win the next 2. It's 10, 12, 14.
That's a great point.
I'm taking me some Avalanche at 6 cents, please. Thank you.
That's a good point. Yeah. I think, are we, all right, so let's assume it is Vegas. They're going to be the favorite, let's say, over Carolina. Is that fair to assume?
Yeah, but I'll tell you something. Carolina matches up well against Vegas, where I don't think they match up well against the Avs.
Correct.
I think Carolina give me some Vegas. With that said, this Carolina and Montreal is going to be a long series.
Yeah.
This is, and Vegas could be out of Dodge by tomorrow night.
Crazy to think. Never thought that would have happened there. All right, there you go.
Torts has done it before.
By now, guys. I mean, now you're running out of opportunities here to leverage and hedge any of those future tickets here, because I think the Knicks at 27 cents right now is the play of the day here. And to predict, go get it to win the NBA championship. Forget about it. And if they win 1 or 2 games.
What is Spencer Pratt at to win the LA Mayoral race?
That was a real out of left field.
Listen, you know what? If you can bet on it, why not? Let's go.
Yeah. I was going to ask Prez as the native Canadian if it kind of disgusted him that a Stanley Cup final could be Carolina versus Vegas. But now he's asking about the LA mayoral race, so maybe he wouldn't be disgusted.
Let's listen. I mean, he's got just as good a shot.
Why would I be disgusted if Vegas and Carolina make the Stanley Cup?
What do you want to take a guess?
32 cents was Spencer Pratt. 27, pretty
27 cents.
I'll take me some of that, please.
I mean, he's certainly getting the publicity. Listen, if we're hearing about him in another country and on this side of the globe here, I would imagine he's getting a lot of doesn't mean he's going to win crap, but it does mean that certainly. And what happens if we get closer? And this is another interesting market, Prez, because it's completely driven by headlines. That's all this is.
And that's why I think Spencer Pratt is a great bet here, because the momentum he has right now is exceptional. Yep. And I really think that number is only going to go up. Let's look at that chart with Spencer Pratt. Where was it on Thursday?
Opening it up a little wider here now so we can actually look at this. Let's see where Spencer Pratt has been. Let's do it for over just the last week. So he is he's been hovering around here.
Oh, he was higher.
Well, let's look at the last month.
30.
Yeah, look at how low he was back in the beginning. What is that? May 3rd. So he was at 23, was the low man on the totem pole. And then.
So listen, I love ramen. It's like teriyaki chicken ramen, one of my favorite things.
Oh, very great college food.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I love eating ramen.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, I do. Tastes delicious. With that said, the primary is June 2nd. Ramen will be out of the race by then. That'll leave 2. I think we see a boost on June 3rd, a slight boost with Spencer Pratt. I think we can make some money with Spencer Pratt. I'd like to see him win the whole election.
Look at him. He has been trending up. I mean, there's no way around it. He has been trending up here. He's got He's over the last week. He's been as high as 30 cents right now. And Prez, a couple of decent articles or something comes out, headlines, and that.
But Joe, it's not even about that. It's about the fact that from June 2nd, that's where they get down to 2.
Yep.
Then we've got June, July, August, September, October.
A lot of room for headlines.
5 months of and we saw this with Mamdani in New York. This is a savvy social media machine right now. Spencer has got a ton of talented social media experts around him.
Yep.
I love that bet, dude. Give me some of that.
You know what? It's not a bad investment. When is the election? Is in November?
November.
So
November.
Yeah. So he's got a lot of time still. To make some headlines, and yeah, I think that's a great bet. Bri, anything else you want to talk about predictive market wise?
I was just going to ask Joe what his favorite moment on the Hills was back in the day. I know he was a big fan of.
I did enjoy the Hills. I enjoyed
watched one episode.
I enjoyed. I did. Who's one of them is married to Jay Cutler, aren't they? Isn't one of?
They got divorced, I think.
Yeah, that ended.
But that was the Hills, wasn't it? Though was it the Hills or a different show?
I get the Hills and the OC confused.
Oh, no, okay.
I can't remember which one. It wasn't the OC.
It was the Hills. Lauren something, right? Isn't it Lauren?
Lauren Conrad. She was the one who feuded with Spencer Pratt's wife.
Yes,
that's right.
Correct.
It all comes full circle.
Heidi Montag or something.
Oh my God! Remember that tape?
This show is falling apart. Can we call it? Let's move on. Bri, what do you got to promote?
Yes.
Mentioned a 40. Joe, this is what I'm supposed to be serious. 49-27 all sports run. Mentioned that at the top of the show. Guys, not only are we number 1 with MLB totals this season, number 1 in soccer the last 2 years. 27-11 NBA playoff run going back to last year. We've hit 60% of all NBA bets over the last 365 days. On my page right now, you're going to find best bets on both tonight's Game 4 for the Eastern Conference Finals, as well as tomorrow's Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals. I am passing in MLB on Memorial Day. Hope everyone has a safe and wonderful day.
Bryan Power, everyone. Thanks for doing this, brother. We'll see him next Monday on the best betting show ever. Joe, we got to take care of some business, and then we'll get to our rundown.
Yes, we do, Prez.
Joe, I got a really good card for my clients tonight. 1 NBA play, 1 NHL play, and 1 baseball play. My baseball play is a total. I'm 11-4 on the season in baseball betting. I'm also on an insane 23-6 totals run. Love my hockey bet. Love my basketball bet. 44-23 in the NBA and NHL playoffs combined. Let's get to it, man. What do you got going?
Prez, keeping it rolling here tonight. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. 11-3 run here in the NBA postseason. Won again last night. Locked and loaded here tonight. 4% top play, so go grab that. Also, 2 Major League Baseball games packaged up for you. And there are some games here today where not quite sure what's going on with the market, but I will jump in and take advantage of it anyway, Prez. And those are available as well at WagerTalk.com.
There we go. Okay, brother, it's baseball rundown time. All you.
All right, so we got some afternoon baseball here today. We've got the Cardinals taking on the Reds here. Looks like Paddock and Palante. I'm sorry, that is the wrong game here. That game was actually rained out. It'd be great if I had the right list up here. That would be absolutely fantastic. Let's start with the other day games that we have here today, and that is going to be the Marlins at the Blue Jays. Not a day game, actually. It's 7 o'clock here tonight in Toronto. You Savage, your boy is on the mound. And I don't know, anytime you got a guy named Junk pitching, there's a good chance that's all he throws. And judging from his last couple of starts, it is junk. Give me the over, though, with the Marlins and the Blue Jays. Rockies and the Dodgers. Sheehan against Gordon. Dodgers run line, even though they're at home. Give me a run line there. I don't care. Mariners at the Athletics here tonight, Prez. That is also interesting given the fact that the Athletics are playing in Sacramento and we've got double-digit winds blowing out in that minor league ballpark. That means I am looking at an over here today, Prez. Some of those afternoon games here, though, guys, you do have Twins at the White Sox here. K going against Zebby Matthews. Also feels like an over. 8.5 in that spot. I did mention the Cubs and Pirates earlier. Modzinski against Brown. Will the Cubs ever win a game? The pure definition of not catching a falling knife means do not try to catch the Cubs on the upswing. It's the Pirates for me. I do think the Rays get it done against the O's here today. The Brewers are taking on the White Sox. Miz on the mound against Libator. I'm going to take the Brewers in that spot there. Yankees at Royals, you already know how I feel on that. Reds at the Mets. Wow, are the Mets ever going to win a game? Well, if you can't hit Lodolo and his 28 ERA, I am not sure that you're ever going to win a game, Mets. Having said that, I'm taking the Reds, Prez, and that is your Major League Baseball rundown here.
Well, their NHL is really straightforward. I'm going to take the under tonight.
Yes.
Look, bottom line here is no team has scored more than 2 goals against Carolina these playoffs except Montreal. It happened once in game 1, 6-2. And it really all went down in the first 10 minutes of that game to begin with. So, here's a Carolina team that is just playing lights out defensively. They made the adjustments. They held Montreal not only to 2 goals last game, but to 11 shots on the entire freaking game. I don't want to overthink this at all. Neither of these teams want to play high-scoring games. We're going to look at under 5.5. Joe, your NBA.
Well, Prez, we already said it, right? I mean, listen, you got an elimination game here tonight with the Knicks and the Cavs. I would, again, look at the Knicks at this point in these predictive future markets, guys. This is the best price that you're likely going to get them at 27 cents, whether it be Polymarket or Kalshi or whatever. Seriously consider it. And remember, in the predictive markets, you're not betting the outcome. You're betting the repricing here. So whether the Knicks actually win it or not, nobody gives a crap.
Point.
We are only betting the repricing. And right now at 27 cents, and the Knicks 1 game away from punching, you got to be in the finals to actually reprice. They are as close as anybody here to getting into the finals. I think that is a great spot, Prez. As far as the other two, I'm telling you right now, that is going to go 7 games. I don't care who wins game 5. It's going 7, and neither of those 2 teams, Prez, are going to be the same as if they were prior to them playing against one another. They are going to take some lumps. Keep an eye on the injuries here. No Jay Williams, and Mitchell also still out, and they are still a little hobbled as well on San Antonio. That's going 7, so hop on board there and get ready because the Knicks are going to be well rested and playing the best of any team we have seen in the NBA over the last month. Should be a wild ride to the finish, Prez.
There we go, Joe. Great stuff. Outstanding show, everyone. Hit the like button. Subscribe to our channel. We're back all week, every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We'll see you tomorrow. Best of luck, and let's hope to have a winning night. Thanks, Joe.